Hello, hello, welcome back to Divine Destiny Guide, sending you the purest of love and light. As always, God is for us. Who can be against us? We're blessed, we're secured, we're anchored, and we are safe. So, welcome. If it's your first time returning Soul Tribers, new Soul Tribers, thank you so very much for your continuous love and your support. I do truly appreciate you. So, as I was preparing for this message, I heard the enemies that you see today, you will see them no more. And so I know I've read that somewhere, and I said, let me go and just look it up a little bit more, because the enemies are the Egyptians that you see today, you will see no more. And so I went, and I just want to read for you quickly. This is so good. You have to, when you get time after this, whenever you need to, please go and look it up. Exodus 14. It's like Bob Marley. Exodus, movement of the people. Yes. So it talks about Pharaoh pursues the Israelites. Then the Lord said to Moses, tell the Israelites to turn back and encamp before Pi-hahiroth, between Migdol and the sea. You are to encamp by the sea directly opposite Baal-zephon. For Pharaoh will say of the Israelites, they are wandering in the land of confusion. The wilderness has boxed them in, and I will harden Pharaoh's heart so that he will pursue them. But I will gain honor by means of Pharaoh and all his army, and the Egyptians will know that I am God. So this is what the Israelites did. There is something about when we honor God, when God gives us directions, that we listen, that we move. Because a lot of you, a lot of us, we are pursued by some pharaohs in our life, in our surroundings. And it's because God hardened their heart. And this ties in so well, because I was just having one of those moments where I was thinking, the other day I was just thinking, wow, there is something about when God, when he does it, it's well done. It's like when people leave your life, it's like God will allow people to hurt you so bad. And I wrote it down. Let me see if because it's like as soon as I got the word, it's like, oh my goodness, this is good, this is good. I grabbed my notepad and my pen, and I'm like, yes. It says, you will never go back. It says, sometimes God will allow the enemy to hurt you so bad. He will allow them to disappoint you, to break your heart, to do the most, so that when you leave, you will never go back. And so sometimes God will use people to break us, because again, we're empaths. For those of you who are healers and light workers, true ones. And so we forgive people over and over. They do us the most, and yet still they can come back and, and all right, and you go back and you forgive. But for a lot of you, it's like, this is the last time. This is the last time where you're going to see, or you're seeing the colors of some people, and they did you so dirty that you can't go back. But the thing is that for a lot of you, a lot of us, because we're so stubborn, it's like God allows you to, okay, you don't want to listen, you don't want to learn. He will allow these people to do the most to you. And so it's like when you get it, you can't, there is no way you will forget what these people have done. And it's like, this is experience firsthand, because a lot of people, you will talk to them, show them, tell them, Like they said, you can lead a horse to the well, you cannot force him or her to drink. And so here we have God is instructing Moses to guide the Israelites, to have them encamp by the sea directly in a particular location, because God knows that Pharaoh is gonna think. And so for a lot of you, a lot of us, God will allow, or he allowed the enemies to think that they're confusing us. But again, God is using them. And in the end, all of them, everybody will see who is God, who God is, and put some respect on his name. And so Moses and the Israelites, they did exactly what God said. And God hardened Pharaoh's heart. And a lot of these people, when they're coming after you, they're doing the most. Everything is on full display, because it says here in the word that Pharaoh, when he looked and he saw, he says, when the king of Egypt was told that the people had fled, Pharaoh and his officials changed their minds about them and said, "What have we done? We have released Israel from serving us." So see, these people love it when they were persecuting you. Some of you persecute, yes. They love it when they were oppressing you, oppressing us. And so Pharaoh prepared his chariot and he took his army with him. He took 600 of the best chariots, 600, of his best chariots and his men to go after the children of Israel. And the Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh, king of Egypt, so that he pursued the Israelites who were marching out defiantly. The Egyptians, all Pharaoh's horses and chariots, horsemen and troops, pursued the Israelites and overtook them as they were camping near Pi-hahiroth, I think, and opposite Baal-zephon. So as Pharaoh approached, the Israelites looked up and they saw the Egyptians marching after them, and they were terrified and crying out to God. It's like, how many times, if you are honest, when the oppression, when the burden, when it seems as if the enemy or the enemies are closing in, that you cry out to God? Because again, it's so many of them, right? And especially when it's you or only a few. And so they were terrified. They cried out to the Lord. They said to Moses. So it's like now they start to curse Moses. Is like, why did you bring us out here to die? Is it because there are no graves in Egypt? Why you bring us out in the wilderness to die? And what have you done to us by bringing us out of Egypt? Did we not say to you in Egypt, leave us alone so that we can serve the Egyptians? Because sometimes life, the way how life will unravel to us, it will make it seem as if we were safer back then in the mess, in the madness. And sometimes the people who you are leaving behind, they will try to bring such an attack against you, try to terrorize your life, that it will make you want to give up and go and just go back. Because it's like now you're not with them anymore. See, everything was fine as long as the slaves were in place, they were in line, they were in order. You do as we say, and everything was fine. But now they were marching out defiantly. They did not like that. And so now the children of Israel, they're having regrets, because now it's like their life is threatened. And when you have somebody who outnumbers you with chariots and horsemen and the best soldiers, the Israelites, they had nothing to fight with. And so it's just like us. When we're placed out here in these streets, in these spiritual streets, and God tells you to go, to do, to be, and then you have all of these attacks. Is like, God, I didn't sign up for this. It's like, what is going on? If not by the grace of God, it will make you want to give up, give in, recant. That's exactly what the enemy wants. That's exactly what the enemy wants us to do. But God prepared for the children of Israel. But Moses told the people, do not be afraid, stand firm, and you will see the Lord's salvation, which he will accomplish for you today. Today, not tomorrow, but today. Today. This is what I'm talking about. Do not be afraid, stand firm, and you will see the Lord's salvation, which he will accomplish for you today. For the Egyptians you see today, you will never see again. The Lord will fight for you. He needs you only to be still. I mean, for those of you who have been around, you may have heard the song, Be Still. God will fight the battle, be still. God will fight the battle if you just be still. Keep on running. Yeah, and it goes on and on. But that's what I'm talking about. It's like, be at peace. Be here and zen. And I know it's easier said than done. Because when all hell is breaking loose, I mean, I can only imagine when the children of Israel were they could feel, they could hear the pounding of the horse of their hoofs on the ground. It was shaking, vibrating as they were coming closer to them. But again, the message, if you don't get anything from what I'm saying or what I've said, Exodus 14 verse 13, God is going to deliver you. And Moses told the people, do not be afraid, stand firm. You will see the Lord's salvation. You're going to see how God is going to show up and show out for you today, which he will accomplish for you today. For the Egyptians you see today, you will never see again. 2 times today, he will accomplish for you today. For the Egyptians you see today, the Egyptians are your haters, your oppressors, your persecutors, your karmics, the tyrants, the trolls who think that they have it all together because they have the finest, they think they have the bravest, they have the cults, the groups, the covens with them. They think you are no match. But the thing about it is, we have a spiritual force with us. And the verse or the chapter will go into how God parted the sea. And all Pharaoh and all of his men, they died. And not one of the Israelites passed away. I remember the first time as a child when I watched the movie. Is it Charles Heston? Yeah, I believe that's his name, with the white beard and everything. And it's like just cheering for them, because then it's like you could see the army coming and the few Israelites left to cross over the sea, and it's like, oh my God, you just want to push them, like, go, run. But the beauty about it is that when you know how the story ends, you know that God took care of every single one of them. And so it's like God left the sea parted so that Pharaoh and his men, they thought that yes, they have the same chance, that they think that God is foolish. They think, or they thought, that because God allowed them to get this far, this close, that he was going to allow them to take over or hurt his people or bring them back into slavery. They were tricked. It's like the children of Israel. They were the bait. And so it is for a lot of you, a lot of us. We are the spiritual bait. We are set up in wherever you are in this world to take down some pharaohs and their armies. You just need to be still and allow God to fight the battle. Because the enemies that you see today, you will see them no more. God is going to take care of them today. I mean, this is about you believing. This is about you knowing that if God brought you this far, He's not going to leave you alone. Because He who has begun a good work in you, He's going to make sure that it goes on. It's going to continue. He's not going to allow people to keep on doing what they're doing, because see, this is what happens when you have these people who think they've been hating so long. They have the upper hand for so long, and they have been getting away with it for so long. They just think today is just another day. They just think today is just another day. I'm gonna show them. I'm gonna show them. And God is saying, oh yeah, hit me with your best shot. Yes, I'm telling you, stand firm. You will see God's salvation. You will see God's salvation, which He will accomplish today. He's going to bring it to pass for you. Chains are going to be broken. You are going to be healed. Every hex, every curse that was placed over your life, it's broken from off of you. Every shackle, every blockage, every grave, every hex, anything that the enemy thought, everything that the devil stole from you, it will be returned to you today. 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 Because the Egyptians you see today, you will never see them again. For some of you, I know you have no wish to see those people again. For some of you, if they're not gone, you know, where they're gone, unalive, completely, you probably will never meet these people again while you're on this earth. You will never speak to these people again. You will see them no more. You will exchange energies with these people no more. No more. For a lot of you, a lot of us, these people, they are dead to you. And this is what I'm saying is like, for a lot of you, a lot of us, God is going to make it where the enemy is going to do so much to you, to the point where you have no choice of walking away, washing your hands completely from these people, from these entities. I'm telling you, the Knight of Swords is here. You know, this is fast moving. And then right behind it, we have the Six of Cups. These familiar spirit, you know, the Page of Wands, people who are coming after you. You see, he's running. He's running from these people of the past who are chasing after you. The people, the enemies that you have encountered in the past, you will not have to deal with them anymore. God is going to put that cloud in between you and these people. He's going to cause separation. He's going to put a fire between you and these people. So it doesn't even matter. It's like, even if it's a place or a community where you and these people, they may even shop in the same place where you go. But God is going to make it where you leave 15 minutes, then they come after, or vice versa. But you will not encounter these people anymore. You won't have to see them. You won't have to deal with them anymore, because they have done the most. And I'm telling you, some of them, they are going to be physically removed from this plane because they have done too much. Because God wants people to know who is God. There is going to be a testimony. God said to Moses, I'm going to harden Pharaoh's heart so that he will pursue them, but I will gain honor by means of Pharaoh and all his army, and the Egyptians will know that I am the Lord. All of these wicked people, these cruel people, they're going to know who is God. All of these haters, these witches, these warlocks, these false high priests and fake priestesses, whomever they are, evil family, fake family and friends, strangers you don't even know who joined the army of Pharaoh, they are going to know that he is Lord. Because they have been doing the most. They have been coming after you. They took pleasure in hurting you and doing what they were doing. God is going to fight for you. He's fighting for you. The Lord will fight for you. And all you need to do is just stand back and see the salvation. It's like stand back and enjoy the movie. I mean, can you imagine when the children of Israel, when they reached the other side and they saw, because I mean, God allowed all of these men. He took 600 of his best chariots, all 600, to gather in between that dry space where the children of Israel just passed through the sea. And then only for it to close up like an envelope. I'm telling you, can you imagine, I mean, how they must have felt? That sense of relief. And this is what a lot of us have been needing and been waiting for. This sense of relief that everything is broken. You don't have to worry about them anymore. Can you imagine how the children of Israel, I mean, they danced, they sang, they gave praises unto God. They were thankful. They don't have to worry about Pharaoh. For all these years, we have been under the oppression, the suppression of this ruler, and we don't have to worry about him anymore. Can you imagine how many jaws dropped? How people were scratching their heads. Just, I mean, baffled. This is how, for a lot of you, a lot of us, God is coming through. He's sealing it up. He's sealing up the fate of these pharaohs in our lives. Because these Egyptians that we see today, we're not going to see them anymore. Fast action, I'm telling you. You're not going to have to deal with these people anymore. You don't have to deal with these Queen of Swords anymore. These bitter, harsh people who are pursuing you, you won't have to be afraid of them. See, the cup is poured out. There is no love, nothing. There is no love. It's like God is sitting on his throne and it's like he's finished. And this is what I'm saying. For a lot of you, these people have been doing a lot of things to you, to us. And God is bringing you to a place where the cup is poured out. It's like it's empty. You run out of patience. They got on that last nerve. And it's like enough. The sword is out. You're done. You're done with these people. And then we have the Seven of Wands. You're protected. You're protected from these people from your past. The Egyptians, you're protected from the trolls, the liars, the slanderers, the gossipers. I'm telling you, You see how with the Page of Wands, I'm telling you, these people, they're amateur. You know, whatever they're trying to use that one to do, to stop you, to block you, you know, they're going to be left stuck here. They're left stuck to look at themselves. Some of these people, I'm telling you, they're going to be left hanging to think about their actions for a very long time. The things that they've been trying to do to a star, a healer, a light worker, a chosen one, a generational curse breaker. They did too much. They did a lot. And I'm telling you, these people, a lot of them, they celebrate. You know, it's like they cheer whatever they were doing to you. But a lot of you, just like the children of Israel, I'm telling you, God is going to turn your weeping, your mourning into dancing again. Yeah, I'm telling you, these people, they're going to left with their, you know, looking at their options, looking at the choices that they made, looking at the decisions that they have made. 7, this is God's number of completion. I'm telling you, they're left stuck. I can't believe it. They're left stuck. 5 of Swords in reverse. They lost. Whatever they were competing for, it's gone. You know, these people, they wanted you to be stuck in the 9 of Swords. No. Reverse. All of that is over for you. All of that. Any attacks they were sending at you with the 8 of Wands, everything is in reverse. This Queen of Wands in reverse. This witchy person. You know, Queen of Wands in reverse with the High Priestess behind it. Yeah, this is a demonic, a devil worshiper. And this is what I'm saying. All of these fake imposters, warlocks and witches that we have to deal with or had to deal with, you're going to see them. You're going to hear from them no more. A lot of these people, when it came to your Ace of Pentacles, your stability, they wanted to be in the reverse. See, 2 of Pentacles with the devil behind it. I mean, they were obsessed. They were obsessed with the Strength card. It's like they wanted victory, but no. It's like they thought they were going to stop you. They were obsessed. They were intoxicated with having you juggle. But they won't get away with it because 2 of Pentacles in reverse. No, you're going to have this stability. You're going to have this stability. Doesn't matter what they've been doing with the devil in the background. It's like God is stronger than that with this Strength card. 6 of Wands. You're going to win this victory. And this 2 of Cups, whether it's a connection or a partnership, yeah, you're going to win it. And I'm telling you, this is the sword here. Ace of Sword. This is the truth. And a lot of you, you're going to move away to calmer waters. 2 of Wands, you're going to forgive. You're going to heal from these people. 3 of Pentacles. And with the World, you're going to close out the cycle. You're going to close out the cycle of these people with the Knight of Wands. It's like you're moving on passionately. You're going to close out those chapters. Yeah, 3 of Swords in the reverse. You're done. You're healed or you're healing from this heartache and this heartbreak here. With these 5 of Cups, people wanted you to be rejected and having regrets and all of this. No, you're done with that. You're bossed up emotionally. King of Cups, you know, Queen of Pentacles. You took back everything. God gave you everything that the cankerworm, the caterpillar, and the palmer worm, all of that, everything that they stole from you. Weeping may endure for a night, but your joy is coming in the morning. Today, the devils, today, everything, you will not see the devils anymore. Everything that they have taken from you, it will be returned. Today, do not be afraid. Stand firm, and you will see God's salvation, which He will accomplish for you today. For the Egyptians, the haters that you see today, you will never see again. I'm telling you, For a lot of you, you're going to be in the same community, same town, and you never will encounter these imposters, these losers. You're never going to see them again. You're not going to see them again. You're not going to see these wishy-washy people. Some of these people were stalking you. Some of these people felt entitled. Some of these people, wow, it's like, wow, canceled in reverse. It's like they wanted to cancel a star. They wanted to cancel you, but it's in reverse. It won't work. It can't work. These people, they wanted you to be miserable, but it's in the reverse. It's like they didn't want you to be happy. They didn't, with the Three of Cups here, they didn't want you to celebrate. They didn't want you to have victory. No, you're not going to be miserable. That's not your portion today. Wow, God served. These people got served. They got served. Look, karma. I didn't even see that at the bottom. Yeah, they got served. Now they're going to, with the Seven of Cups, now they're left to sit with themselves, to look at their decisions. For those who will be alive, they will be in regret, stalking you, watching you, looking at their actions. I love this for you. I love it for us. This is such a beautiful message. The enemies that you see today, you will see them no more. You will see them no more because God took care of it. God took care of it. Be still.